Good morning. Isn't it wonderful to go down Cullman and see all those flags flying? George, man, I don't think you were here earlier when we recognized our veterans. George, man, is a Purple Heart recipient. George, I know everybody knows you, but for those of you that don't, George, raise your hand, please. Sportsman's Lake is named after him. I've been going to some, God bless you, George. I've been going to some schools with him. He's been speaking to some of the fourth graders, right? And I'm going to be putting on YouTube. He's been showing them how to fold the flag and some other interesting things, so I'm going to be posting some of those on YouTube. I'm going to show that. George doesn't know what YouTube is, but I'm going to introduce him to it. I'm Patricia McGriff, and I'm seeking the office of Cullman County Circuit Clerk, and I ask for your vote. Most of you in here know that my husband Gary was in a terrible car accident about 2 months ago. I would like to thank those of you who sent cards, who made phone calls, who sent me emails, for your prayers and your concerns. Thank you. Gary has been going to physical therapy for twice a week, and only last week he started back to work. And he's in a great deal of pain. And you know, you've heard when it rains, it pours. At the time that Gary had his accident, I was down in South Alabama with my daughter who was ill at that time. Thank the Lord, she's better. And then last week my little dog, Shelty, broke her leg and it became infected. We had to have it removed. So, like I said, we've been dealing with a lot of issues for the past several months. So again, thank you for your prayers. When I spoke to you in April about my intentions of running for circuit clerk, I had no idea that there'd be so many people interested in this position. I was asked about a year ago by several people to consider running. I did a lot of praying and talked to several people about it. I served on the committee to help elect our president, Alabama State Republican Chairman Bill Armistead. And Bill expressed several times how important it is for the Republicans to take over the counties, specifically in the probate judge's position, the circuit clerk's position. We met every week in Birmingham, and during this time, for his election, I expressed to him that I was considering running for circuit clerk, and he was very encouraging. I've also talked to several other circuit clerks around Alabama. I sat down with our current circuit clerk, Robert Bates, back in April about my intentions, and as always, he was extremely helpful and gracious. Most people aren't sure the duties of the circuit clerk, so I have made a list of those duties of the circuit clerk, and I've put them on your paper, on your, you can find them in front of you. Please take one or several if you need them, and these are duties of the circuit clerk. And on the back of it also lists a little bit more information about me. For those of you who've never met me, the main thing that you need to know is that I am a Christian. And that is very important in these troubled times that we're in today. You know, I know I'm going to embarrass somebody right now, but, you know, I was asked by my cousin Kathy Calvert, who is Danny Calvert's wife from Crane Hill. She's here with me today. I was asked by her, why did I want to do this? Because, you know, it can, I've talked to several of you out there, it can get very ugly and people can be very mean-spirited. And my answer to her is simply, there's something in me driving me to try and make a difference in my community and in my government. Events that happened to me around 10 years ago, gosh, I can't believe it's been that long. 10 years ago brought my attention to the need for good people in government. Not just at the federal level, not just at the state level, but right here in our own community, right here in our own county Republican Party. I have witnessed some ugly things and some ungodly things. I witnessed people will do anything to have power and control. So what do? Do you sit back and let this continue, or do you stand up like David to Goliath and fight back? Well, I choose to fight back. I promise you, as circuit clerk, to be honest, forthright, and fair. I promise to work right here in Cullman County to make our county an example that we can all be proud of. I have the faith of a tiny mustard seed. And I'd like to show this mug to you. Now, like I said, my first husband died about 10 years ago. And most of you probably are like me. You do not think things happen for a reason. About a year after his death, I went to an auction and I purchased a box of mugs. And I didn't know what was in this. I think I paid $7 for it. But in that box were these mugs, and it said, "The only thing that is necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing." That's by Edmund Burke. And I believe that I gave one of these to Bill Floyd. Bill Floyd, are you still here? Yeah, Bill Floyd. I gave Bill Floyd. Dave Osmond, I gave him one. Dave, are you here? And Nan Austin. Nan was here sitting by me.
She left.
Did she leave? Well, I hate that she left because Nan Austin is chairman of the Cullman County Tea Party, and she was also just appointed by Governor Bentley as chairman of our board of registrars, and I just wanted to recognize her for that. Governor Bentley he gets to appoint one person, the chairman of the board of registrars, and Nan was a big supporter of his during his campaign, and he's good friends with her, and I think that was a great choice that he made. I ask for your vote for Cullman County Circuit Clerk. Thank you, and God bless.